that's what we're talking about. You got to make plays and make success happen. We talked about this before the game. Those hustle plays, loose balls, you got to come up with them. You got to make something happen down the stretch, and certainly in the fourth quarter when a game is close like that, you need to come up with stops and you need to score. And tonight we did that. We came up with some big stops. A number of guys did that, made some big shots. I thought that tip can be had to LaMarcus. I mean, those are the type of things you must do in the fourth quarter to win ball games.
Talk about your defense down the stretch. 4 or 5 steals, charged by Wes.
Right, that's what we're talking about. We've been in this situation a lot this season, and we've been on the other end of that. It comes down to you getting stops and you making things happen. You can't wait or assume that someone else is going to do it for you. As you mentioned, we had a couple charges. We came up with some big boards. Lopez was a nightmare all night long. LaMarcus did a nice job on him. We had some guys battling some injuries. Wesley, all of a sudden he's chasing Harris around. Miller I thought was big all night long for us tonight. So a team effort, but we made the plays.
Nate, with everything you guys have been through this year, we're at the official halfway point now. You're a game above 500. Just kind of surviving. Is there any significance to being in the black?
Well, I feel we should be better than a game above 500, but we are a game above 500. So you take where you are and you try to build off of that. This home stretch we got here, one game at a time. Minnesota coming in next. Let's take care of business there.
How hard is it to make a comeback in the second half, on the second half of back-to-back?
Hey, they played last night too. When we got in, we saw their plane, and the luggage truck was just leaving, so they got here probably a few minutes before we did last night. Both teams are coming off of a loss. That's a tough team, because they have some players. They're young players, and it's a new team. But Lopez is a nightmare. Harris, we've had trouble controlling speed. I thought our guards did a nice job tonight when they went to their small lineup. I thought our defense, as far as mixing up our coverages with Lopez, wasn't bad. And, we had to gut it out. LaMarcus was running on fumes tonight, but, made some big plays.
And big minutes for your starters, is that by design?
Okay, say it again.
Big minutes, over 30 minutes for all 5 of your starters?
Hey, we're playing to win. Those are the guys who were getting it done. The guys who are getting it done out there, you keep them out there. So we was trying to manage time. Dre played big minutes last night, had a good game going tonight, wanted to get him back out there. Joel is not moving as well as we would like. So Camby, LaMarcus, and Dante had to play minutes there.
They were so hot in the first half. Was that them or your D or a combo?
It was them and our D. They were hot. I was shooting over 60%, or shooting 60% that first half. But the things we did tonight, is what we talked about before the game, and what we've been talking about. We did it. You got to make plays. Being down and that team having control of the game in the fourth, we didn't give in.